Now, what else do you do now? Because you've
So
done
I started,
everything. So now,
so I started my own rain gutter business after the construction thing started dying down. I started my own rain gutter business because I was like, well, I know how to do that. Let me do that. And so I did that, got my general contracting license, residential, commercial, and I've been doing that for the last 3 years or so. Um, and seeing where it goes, but also since this pilot thing's kind of new, um, kind of playing with where I want to go with it. I recently partnered with a roofing company, and we're kind of merging our companies together so that I don't have to do everything by myself. And we were doing a lot of their work anyhow as one of their subcontractors. So they're a good team. And they're all medics here in Nashville, and so we partnered together and seeing where we can take it.
well, then people don't really, you put a roof on, you got to put new gutters on because they got to tear
Yeah,
off the gutters and
yeah,
everything else. They
exactly.
don't always go back on nicely, and
Yeah, exactly.
they're usually older as the roof. So,
100%. Yeah.
and so are you still a medic? Do you still do that, or
No, I quit doing that.
well, you just said we're all medics, so I just was let's say
Well,
that
no,
you're
so
all
they're all medics. And the three guys that own that company, all three of those guys are medics. So we just had some shared similar backgrounds and personalities. So it seemed like a good fit.
a lot of firefighters. They have extra businesses on the side
Yeah,
because they work 24 hours and then like, what are we going to do for a couple more days? So
exactly.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what got me into it the first time. And if the pay would have been better, I probably would have stayed doing that for a while, but it just wasn't there. And aircraft mechanic paid better at the time.
Yeah, well, whatever works for you. All right.
Yeah.
So then you're also the fitness coach, right? Or so,
Yeah. So in
I
between all
assume
of that,
because that guardian strength would mean something. So,
yeah. So in between all that, I started coaching. Well, when I was traveling overseas, you talk about purpose and everything. When I got out of the military, like anyone else that goes back home, you fall right back into your same routine, same patterns, and everything. And so I quit working out, quit having any kind of fitness or anything that I had in the military. Always, in the back of your mind, you think you're still a badass military dude, but I was just like everybody else, trucking along, trying to figure out life. And then when I went back over, or when I went overseas as a contractor, you get back in around all those people, and you're like, okay, like I need to step my game up a little bit. And so that was around 2012. I went to Afghanistan, contracting as an aircraft mechanic and starting it back into fitness. Like, okay, let me get back in some kind of shape. That was also around the same time CrossFit started getting kind of popular and trying to figure out what that thing was. And met some good coaches that were also they were in Florida where we lived at the time. And they were prior Marine Corps, good dudes. And um, just started my journey there. And then it just progressed to me being a coach here in Nashville when we moved up here at a CrossFit gym, which I didn't plan on doing.